Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And newbies, welcome. Bringing an update on Nosey Heaux versus Nicki Minaj. Nosey now has this clout chasing lawyer out of California by the name of Bobby Simi, who did an interview on Armand Wiggins' show, well, a short little interview, and says he is ready for Nicki Minaj and has handled cases bigger than this. He went on and on about how Nosey is broke and Nicki is basically coming for Nosey because she is broke, blah, blah, blah. But the biggest part of the case he went on to say is about this video that Nicki Minaj, where Nicki Minaj said that she did see powder. Well, I have the video, the unedited version, that is. Now, guys, keep in mind this said video is over a year old. So the fact that Nosey and her lawyer is trying to use this year-old video to say this is what she was referring to is absurd because she tweeted that crap about Nicki like a week ago.
I have never, ever in my life, with my hand to Jesus Christ, and y'all know how I feel about my Lord and Savior, never in my life, ever, not even once, sniffed coke. I don't know if it's just me, but I wouldn't be embarrassed about any drug I did. That's why I talk about the drugs I do in my music. Always have, always will.
There's a video of Nicki Minaj where she talks
Mm.
about how proud she is of using drugs. And I'm going to tell you,
Mm.
I have no problem with anybody using drugs. I'm not here to judge anybody. You want to do drugs? Awesome. You don't like drugs? That's good too. Whatever works for you, it's okay with me. But Nicki is on a video where she's talking about she's proud that she uses drugs. And she says and I'm sure you've seen it. She says if you want to know what my drug or drugs of choice are, listen to my music. And I think
Mhm.
if you listen to her music, she talks about a lot of different drugs.
Mhm.
Whether she actually uses them or not, I don't know, but I'm just going based on her own words. So if you want to sue somebody for defamation, I'm not going to bore your audience with all the
No, they're here
details.
for
But
it.
if you
They're
want to
into it.
sue,
They're into it.
okay, well, if you want to sue somebody for defamation, you have to first show that the statement is false. And I think that's going to
Mm.
be really hard, showing, Nikki's own statements. But then even assuming that the statement is false, then you have to show that it would somehow damage Nikki in her business or, her persona. But how do you get there? When you have a person who says, hey, I'm proud of doing drugs. I love doing
Mm.
drugs. I sing about doing drugs. Go listen to my music and you'll find out what kind of drugs I like. And then you come out on a YouTube video and you say, hey, Nicki Minaj is a drug user. How can she, on the one hand, say, hey, I love drugs and I want to sing about drugs, and then, out of the other side of her mouth, basically say, well, if you call me a druggie or you say I use drugs, that's somehow going to damage my business. I mean, how do you get there? People aren't stupid.
Let's talk about this specific song he's referring to. The song they talking about is a song she has called High as a Kite, where some of the lyrics they're saying she mentions sniffing coke. Well, I don't see anywhere in that song where she actually said she sniffed coke. And I don't care who say different. That's just my opinion. But moving on. Anyway, here's another little short clip.
We are going to fight to the end, correct, or what?
If
Or what they say? Well,
if
let's just
if
settle.
they if they want to settle, write her a check for all of her trouble. Make sure that she stops getting death threats, and threats of violence against her, and issue a public apology that they were wrong. No problem. Otherwise, they're gonna have to get their beating in court. That's just the way it goes.
Now, if you lose, just hypothetically, can they take her
Hmm.
YouTube channel?
Well, technically, her YouTube channel is an asset, but I think it'd be pretty hard for them to take her YouTube channel. I think this is
Okay.
this is like this is tough talk, you know.
Okay. Okay. and her trademark and her name. I would advise her, if she's your client, I think she should change that name, don't you? That's just me, because it's blasting. You don't want to be a nosy hoe in the media. But maybe that's a conversation for another day. But listen, those are all the questions that I have for you today. Did you want to leave us with any more information that we may not know, because we're not the professionals? You've been doing this in Hollywood. You're the celebrity, attorney. So you've seen this before. You're not a person that's just coming off the street that's like, oh, let me take this case because I want to build my repertoire. Like you've fought big cases before. You've had high profile cases. So this is easy for you. You're not intimidated at all by the money and the riches and the celebrity.
No. I'm looking forward to this case. It's nice to be able to have a case where you're representing somebody who doesn't have the ability to stand up and fight for themselves because of economics and their social situation. So I love this case that that we can do that. I'll definitely have more information coming soon. I'd love to come back on and talk to you
on
more.
Camera. Talk to me now. They're all going to hit you. Everybody's going to hit.
Of course he does. Of course he would love to come back. But, they talked, the interview was probably about almost 20 minutes long. So y'all go on over there on Armand channel and check out the interview. Y'all know I'm not going to play the entire interview here or, anything like that. But him telling Armand, if he ever need him, he's here for him, man. Armand, you better not fall for that banana in the tailpipe. Get you caught up. And they could just cut her a check and give her a public apology. That lawyer is just as nuts as Nosey damn Heaux. And that's just my opinion. If they think for 1 second Nicki Minaj is going to apologize to Nosey, please. She ain't apologizing to her. She ain't giving her a dime. That's my opinion again. And I don't think that Nicki Minaj don't have control over her fans and what they do. They are all grown. They're responsible for their own actions. That's on her. She jumped out there. She wanted the attention from Nicki Minaj and she got it. What did she think was going to happen? She knew she was going to get the attention of her fans when she was posting for the last 2 years. Like now all of a sudden she's scared and she's a victim. Girl, bye. Miss me with that bullshit. And he also he also said when Armand was talking to him that he's taking on the case pro bono for right now. But later, if she win, though, that'll change. Hell, please. I don't think no damn federal court judge is going to make Nicki, number one, apologize and pay a well-known bully and documented prostitute that teaches young girls how to be hoes on the internet. And that bullied Nicki Minaj for over 2 years until she finally got the attention that she wanted. Again, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Do y'all even think that Nicki Minaj is going to lose? Do y'all think that Nosey even have a dog in this fight? What's your thoughts on this? Let's have the conversation. Drop down in the comment box. With that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And hit that notification bell so you'll see when I drop new videos. And guys, follow me on all my platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. All at Sister Girl Talk TV.